What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Royal Cinema Reviews, where I give you all the best reviews on all the new movies and TV series that are released. All right, y'all. So today I went to go see the new horror thriller that got released, which is called Undertone. And for those who don't know, Undertone, like the plot, it follows a girl named Evie, and she is a skeptical podcast like paranormal podcast host, and she's also caring for her dead mother. uh but like she's trying not to believe, like she doesn't really believe in any of the horror stuff, like the paranormal stuff. Like she'll be like, oh, you know like she's just very skeptical. Like I don't want to give any examples, she's just very skeptical, so she'll have an excuse for why something did this or why something did that. So she's very skeptical or whatever. But things start to, like, one of the people that sends them a recording in the podcast, like things start happening, right? And so like the plot is very dope, but I just didn't feel like it was delivered that well. And like, who am I to be judging somebody's stuff? You know what I'm saying? But like, I'm just a person that enjoys movies, and I was very, very excited for this, and I just feel like it didn't hit very well. So, talk about some of the stuff that I did like, and then some of the stuff that I did not like. Which, yeah, this is not going to be a very long review at all. But the stuff that I did like the tone of the movie. I liked that it was based around this podcast and her having the headphones on, and then, like, which was kind of dope. So it's like she's got these headphones on and she's listening to like files that are sent, right? Because it's their podcast, so they're talking about stuff that people send them. So she's hearing it, but like she's also trying to hear what's going on in her own house. So that is kind of like the thriller scary part, because that she's hearing stuff on in her headset, but there's also stuff being going on in the house. And so she's trying to figure out, like, like, was that in the house or was that on the headphones? You know what I'm saying? So I felt like that part was dope. But and then there's like little things that would happen in there, paranormal type things, and it really made you just kind of like, kind of hold your breath or whatever, right? But I felt like it was a lot of like a lot of like the incline to like the climax, but there was actually no climax at all. Um that's where I feel like it did not hit the mark. I felt like the whole movie was a bunch of just like you waiting and hoping for something to really happen, and it never really did. Um there was some parts where you hear like a scary voice or whatever, or you see something moving in the background. That type of stuff is kind of, it's kind of creepy. Is dope, but you still are waiting for something to really, really hit home, and it just never does. So, like, I was very disappointed in that part of it. It was like a legit hour and a half, and it just left you wanting and hoping for more to come, but nothing actually came, if that makes any sense. So, um, if I had to rate this, I'd probably have to say it's like a 6. And that's because I was really, really like excited for this. Like I like the way that they advertised this. They were advertising it like this is going to be one of the scariest movies ever made, and it's not even in the top 25 scariest movies ever made. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not even, like, usually paranormal movies like The Conjuring, Paranormal Activity, like, um like the Annabelles and stuff like that. Like that stuff really creeped me out. Insidious, that stuff creeped me out. This did not creep me out at all, really. So, um, but yeah, it just did not hit the mark for me. Let me know down in the comment section if y'all go see this movie, like what you thought of it. I would love to have a conversation with y'all in the comments about it because I'm not getting it, and maybe it hit home for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I would give it like a 6, and that's being generous to for me. Because I felt like it left a lot of meat on the bone. Like there's a lot that could have happened, but they just kind of like held back. So, um, yeah, let me know down in the comments what you thought, and if you haven't seen it, like let me know if you're gonna go see it or if this is keeping you from going to see it. But I honestly think that this is the type of movie that you just wait for. You just wait for. Like you don't go rush the theaters like I did. Like you just wait for it and wait for it to come to a streaming service and then watch it then because it was honestly not worth the money. So I appreciate y'all tuning in. If you felt like this review was helpful, make sure you guys hit that like button. If you want to see more reviews, make sure you hit that sub button, y'all. I really appreciate the support. And I'll catch y'all in the next review. I'm out. Peace.